In 1999, a story broke in Hong Kong that would shock the entire world. A tale so horrifying, it would forever tie the image of a cute Hello Kitty doll to one of the darkest crimes ever committed. This tragic story begins with a young woman named Fan Man Yi. Born in 1976, her life was filled with hardship from the very start. After losing her father at a young age, her mother remarried when Fan was just 15, and instead of finding a stable home, she was kicked out by her own mother and left to fend for herself. With nowhere to go, she lived in an orphanage until she turned 18, when she was again forced out. Struggling to survive, Fan turned to work in Hong Kong's nightlife scene. Over time, she found herself working in a club that operated as a front for exploitation. In 1998, she gave birth to a son. She promised herself she would never abandon him the way her mother had abandoned her. But life continued to spiral. One day, Fan made a fatal mistake. She stole approximately $4,000 from a frequent client and known gang member named Chan Man Lok, a powerful drug dealer with a violent reputation. When Chan realized the money was missing, he knew exactly who had taken it. Fan was abducted by Chan and two accomplices, Leung Xing Cho and Leung Wai Lun. They took her to an apartment where she was imprisoned, tortured, and forced to work under constant threat. The abuse was brutal, both physical and psychological, and lasted for weeks. Her captors would beat her, burn her with wax and plastic, and subject her to inhumane treatment, all while demanding she repay the money, plus an additional $10,000 as punishment. A 13-year-old girl named Ah Fong, the girlfriend of one of the captors, was also present during much of the abuse. Instead of helping Fan, the girl was reportedly amused by the torment and even participated in the cruelty. After about a month of torture, Fan tragically died, likely due to an overdose of methamphetamine, a drug she may have taken to escape the relentless suffering. Instead of reporting her death, the group devised a gruesome plan to dispose of her body. They dismembered her remains and tried to boil the flesh to mask the smell, even placing her skull inside a Hello Kitty doll. Ah Fong, haunted by what she witnessed, eventually went to the police and reported that she was being visited by the ghost of a woman who had been tortured and killed. At first, authorities dismissed her claim, but when she returned with her orphanage supervisor and provided chilling details, police launched an investigation. On May 24, 1999, officers entered the apartment. The smell was overwhelming. On the rooftop, they found a large Hello Kitty doll filled with something heavy. Inside was the skull of Fan Man Yi. Investigators also found cooking pots with human tissue, as well as evidence of the cruel acts committed in the apartment. The three men were arrested and tried in 2000. While there was not enough evidence to convict them of murder due to the condition of the remains, they were found guilty of manslaughter, unlawful imprisonment, and preventing lawful burial. All three were sentenced to life in prison. Fan's only remains, her skull, were eventually given to her mother for burial. The building where the crime occurred was later demolished due to the stigma and eerie events reported by residents afterward. In its place now stands a hotel. This case remains one of Hong Kong's most haunting and disturbing crimes, a brutal reminder of how addiction, violence, and cruelty can destroy lives. And to this day, the Hello Kitty doll, once seen as a symbol of innocence, carries a dark legacy no one expected.